One of the key reasons people remain stuck in problems is because they try to bring God down into the problem. They do this in two ways. Number one, they try to say things like, well, God's testing you. Well, God's growing you. That there's some idea that God, as this being, is causing you to suffer so that you can remember that you're loved or something weird like that. The other way that people struggle with God and the problem is they try to bring God down into it. I'm stuck here. God help me. God come help me. God come help me. Now, that's not a bad idea inherent of itself, but it is simply a misfocus of how to use God. So let's address these one at a time. Number one, there is no God wanting you to suffer. There is no God that is making things happen in your world that are negative, fearful, disconnected, unkind, not on any level. The reality is you are responsible and the maker of your world. And because you are entertaining a split mind, one part in fear and one part in love, whenever you're putting your attention down the fear lane, you are making that your reality. That is you. Now, much of that is unconscious. Much of that is, of course, habitual. So you're not even aware how powerful you are in making situations for yourself that are causing problems. So we've got to stop trying to bring God into the cause of suffering. We got to let that go because that's not true. Then you got to take another hard move, which is, I'm the cause. I'm the one that because I get captured in fear, I'm making bad choices. I'm saying things from fear that are unkind and trapping me in the energy of those words and those feelings. I am the one that is directing this. Much of it is habit, much of it is repeat and recycling of the past. But who cares? However you name it, we've got to get to the cause. And when you're ready to step up and say, I'm the cause of my reality, you are ready for the solution. The second part is we don't try to bring God into the problem. See, that's what we do. We stare at the problem, we obsess about the problem, we focus on it, we talk about it, we bring friends around it, and we go, God, come down here. Come down here and fix this. Change this. I'm ready. I'm ready. God, take this away. Do this, do this, do this. But we're focusing down. We're focusing on the problem and we're asking love to come into fear. There is a much better way, which is to practice taking your attention off the problem and putting your attention upon God, moving your attention from the fear, from that which has got you trapped, and putting it into the solution, which is the presence and the power of God in you and around you. So all right ideas just misfocus and misinterpretations. So how do we do that? Here is the very easy, powerful way to shift your focus from the problem to the solution, from fear to love, from an experience of separation from God to the revelation that God is in you, for you, around you, as you. It's a very simple practice. It's called looking up. Look up, lift up thine eyes into the heavens from which all my good flows. Take my attention off the problem. That's really what it means. Look up, lift up. It does so much for your physical energy. It does so much for your state of mind. It does so much for your emotional body. When you lift up, you are saying to the universe, I am a part of something greater. You're using your body and your focus to place it upon the solution. Here's the truth. This is absolute truth. Please believe this. Every time a problem appears, the solution appears instantly right next to it. Always. Every problem immediately has a solution. That is law. So now it becomes, where do you want to focus? Do you want to focus downward at the problem and obsess and tell your stories and convince yourself that you're screwed or whatever the fearful mind does? Or do you want to say, there's a solution? There must be a solution because the appearance of a problem implies that the solution exists. I'm going to look up and accept that solution. You don't need to know what it is. You don't need to know how it's going to manifest. You just have to be the one that takes your attention, lifts it up, and looks upon it in a welcoming, I am here, come to me energy. That's your part. Two of the sayings I love to support this idea is number one, my God is greater. Any problem that appears, my God is greater. Say that instantly. Whatever it is, a financial problem, a health problem, a relationship problem, any problem that appears, my God is greater than this. My God is greater than this. That is lifting up your attention to the high vibration from which solutions flow. My God is greater than this. Another one that's kind of fun. I can't wait to see how this is going to be solved. I can't wait to see how love is going to prove its unchanging perfection in my life and how this fearful experience is going to dissolve into nothingness. You have this power. You have this ability in you. And now you know it's a choice. Do you want to look down, bring your energy heavy, contracted, oh, problem? Or do you want to lift up and breathe and open and say solution, solution, solution? This works. This works. Practice lifting your eyes up. Look up and over the horizon as a daily practice and just breathe. You don't even need to think of a problem or solution or anything. Just the simple act of lifting and looking up is going to change your vibration. And when a challenge does come along your path, and it will, we're here, that's what happens, you will be more in the vibrational match for the solution because of all the looking up prep work you have done. Every problem has an immediate solution. It's now your choice. Do you want to stare and focus at the problem and get mad at God because God's not coming down into the problem to fix it? Or do you want to take your attention off the problem? Look up to the solution. Remember your oneness with God. And inside of that truth, all problems dissolve. That's how it works. Peace and love.